Both of my parents have a form of disability, and they tried really hard to provide for me. And due to a certain family instance that happened, I had to be removed from the home by CPS, and this is all within my first year of life. The first foster home I was in battered me. That's what the paperwork says. I thankfully don't remember it. And they placed me in another foster home, and that one wasn't much better. They neglected me and didn't take care of me at all. And Grandma knew that she had to do something and take me out of the house. And at 64 years old, she went to court and became my legal guardian. Mental illness with my mom really was a struggle, and I never really got to know her. And I felt alone. That summed up a lot of my teenage years. Oftentimes, I felt I had to care for my family, and I always wondered why God wanted this for me. But I was very thankful for my grandma, and she was a Christian, and I was able to be in a Christian home and go to Christian school. I was saved when I was young, but I really came to a full knowledge and recommitted my life to Christ in 2009 at a ladies' retreat. And a little before that, life led me to First Bible, and I became really involved with the singles ministry at church. This area of my life was my single time. And this time of life was really hard because I was unsure of what God's plans were for my life. I just went through the teenager years. I felt alone then a lot of times, and I felt alone again. And now my family's getting older. A lot of times I wasn't around my family. So any form of holiday, I was alone a lot. I had to be okay that being single was part of God's plan for me. And that includes everything that comes with singleness, the brokenness, the loneliness. In May 2006, that's when I became satisfied with my singleness. And a month later, I re-met my husband, Adam. We were together for 4 years, and in 2010, we got engaged and married in the same year. It was God's timing that was perfect. A few years later, we decided that we were going to start trying to have a family. And I said, no problem, piece of cake, we can have kids. So we started trying, and unbeknownst to me, I was pregnant, and I started having sudden bleeding, cramping issues. I called the doctor, and sure enough, they said I was pregnant, and it was an ectopic pregnancy. And that was really tough. And part of the questions that were creeping up were, will I ever be a mom? And why, God, are you giving me yet another struggle in my life? I struggled with the guilt and the self-worth, brushed it off. We gave ourselves a break. We started trying again. And right away, I was pregnant. And then right at the end of January, almost a year to the date of the ectopic pregnancy, we lost pregnancy number 2. And that was really hard because this time I actually felt that I was pregnant, and I felt the life. I saw the heartbeat, all the emotions that I've struggled with for so many other life's valleys, they all came back again. It took us a while to get to the point of wanting to have a family again after so many losses. In August of 2014, after almost a year of trying and failed and nothing, finally I see the 2 lines on the pregnancy test, and I was super excited and nervous. I didn't think a moment would ever happen that I would become a mom, but April 11th of last year, God gave me the gift, and I have a beautiful daughter. and she is the joy of my life. And her name is Beta Lee Grace. Beta was my grandma's name that raised me, and Lee is me and my mom's middle name. And then her middle name is Grace. It's God's grace that we were able to have her, and God's grace that I'm here to be able to talk today. Because without that, I don't know where I would be right now. When I think about the words, it is well with my soul. No matter what trials should come, the loneliness, the bitterness, the struggles of will I be a mom, whatever should come, no matter what, even so, it is well with my soul.